for another election. So that is why we're having to take this action to put this back on the agenda in the November election. A resolution authorizing the City of Millington to file suit against Shelby County Election Commission to challenge the August 2nd, 2012 referendum for increase of sales tax in which persons not citizens of the City of Millington were allowed to vote. Whereas, pursuant to Ordinance 2012-4, the City of Millington requested the Shelby County Election Commission to hold a referendum election at which the question to be voted on by citizens of the City of Millington was, shall Millington Ordinance number 2012-4, which increases the municipality's sales tax from 2.25% to 2.75%, except where the sales tax rate is limited or modified by statute, be approved. And whereas says sales tax increase referendum election was held on August 2nd, 2012, and the referendum failed by 3 votes. And whereas the city has learned that residents of the Lucid community who were not citizens of the City of Millington and therefore were not eligible voters in Millington elections were given ballots to vote and did vote at the precinct known as Lucy 1 in the Millington sales tax referendum election. And whereas the city believes that the sales tax increase would have been approved by citizens and eligible voters of the City of Millington had there not been irregularities that allowed non-citizens of the city to vote, so that the true results of the referendum cannot be determined. Now therefore it be resolved by the Board of Mayor and Aldermen of the City of Millington, Tennessee, that the city is authorized to file suit against the Shelby County Election Commission to contest the sales tax increase referendum in accordance with TCA Section 2-17-101 and follows, and any other applicable law. Be it further resolved that the mayor of the city, in consultation with the city attorney, is authorized to engage counsel to represent the city in such lawsuit.
So moved. Second.
Is there any discussion?
I know I asked this question, but I just want to, for the record here, we allocated $60,000 for legal fees for the other lawsuits. Will that money, the money to pay these attorneys, come from that fund?
No. This would come from our legal fund.
Our legal fund that we have budgeted separately for that. Okay.
It will not impact the fees that will be used to fight school lawsuits.
Thank you.
May we have roll call, please?
Mr. Brown?
Aye.
Mr. Morgan?
Aye.
Mr. Ford?
Aye.
Mr. Brooks?
Aye.
Mr. Barker?
Aye.
Mr. Hunt?
Aye.
Mr. Lowry?
Aye.
I know that I was quoted as saying stay tuned, and I mean that literally, stay tuned. This is an ever-changing event. Things are going to be occurring. I urge you to post public meetings on our website, but I will tell you now we have a public meeting, called meeting on the 20th at 7 p.m. immediately following the Planning Commission, and we have a called meeting on the 27th at 6 p.m. Is that correct, Carolyn? I think that's what I had. At 6 p.m. I apologize for the time on the 20th being a little bit later. We had a Planning Commission meeting, and we have to have that in order to reapprove plan of services and all the rest of those things. So we're trying very hard to follow a very legal timeline and a very complex timeline. Next item on the agenda